Good morning, everybody. So it's Catherine Thorson joining you live from our Gilbert Paterson Learning Commons, where we have some very active numeracy centers at play with some of our community members. Today we're celebrating Pi Day. It's March 14th, and it's our return back to our Pi Day celebrations with our grade 6, 7, and 8 students at Paterson, French Immersion, and English streams. The one twist that we did different this year was that we invited some community members to join in and show how numeracy is relevant in our everyday lives everywhere where we are. So we have guests who've come in from the University of Lethbridge, not only the math department, but also in the science and microbiology department. We've got Jenna who've come in with Indigenous games and knowing the ways of our land, and Michaela Demers, who's our numeracy lead teacher for elementary and middle school, and how we can incorporate some games and understanding some more math concepts. Can we do this every day? That's what I've heard a lot today, and we've seen busy hallways with kids thinking about numbers in different ways that sometimes they do in their classrooms. So we've seen high engagement today from students, lots of hands-on, lots of, I didn't think about looking at numbers in that way, lots of thinking happening. So through the center rotations that our grade 6s have done, and also our 7s and 8s who've been actively looking in our hallways from different math clues and how we can bring numbers alive, this day is really important for our students in becoming thinkers and becoming thinkers with numbers.
Hi there, my name is Rochelle Marinowski. I'm with the University of Lethbridge in the Faculty of Education. And we are here today with my colleague Sandy and two students that are working with numeracy activities for the grade 6 students for Pi Day. Pi Day is one of the most fun math days of the year where we get to celebrate numeracy activities. So what we're hoping to do is to introduce the students to a variety of activities that they may or may not realize are numeracy. For example, we've got board games, we've got wooden puzzles, we've got card tricks, and we've got bowl effect. So we are getting the students introduced and comfortable with working with numbers and shapes in many different ways. We were invited here by the Vice Principal, Catherine, to work with the students and to just share some of the ideas from the university.
Hi, my name is Taylor Keith, and I am a teacher / LST / admin over at Wilson. And I was really inspired last year by a bunch of our grade 6 students who were really fascinated with using poppets in the classroom. And so I kind of went on a quest to find out how we could make poppets educational. Catherine over here at Paterson emailed me a couple weeks ago and asked if I'd be willing to come to their Pi Day and show them some of the ways that we use poppets in the classroom. And so here I am today teaching some grade 6s about poppets. I really like them because they're a low floor, high ceiling activity that kids can use. They're very engaging. You can do lots of quick activities, and it's something where we can meet the kids where they're at. So I really love the poppets.
Hello, my name is Jenna and I'm the Indigenous education teacher at the middle school level with Lethbridge School Division. And I'm here at Gilbert Paterson Middle School today to do some centers for their Pi Day, so some math centers. And we're talking about math from the Indigenous perspective. So when we look at math from the Indigenous perspective, we really look at it as more of a verb, so something you do, than a noun. So it's an action that you use in everyday life. So using math for skills and hunting and gathering and putting up a teepee and things like that. Something that's embedded into your life and actions. And a big way is teaching through play, so through lots of games. So today we are playing a game called the bone game. So it was traditionally played with buffalo rib bones, and we use popsicle sticks instead, but the kids, each group gets 5 popsicle sticks, and they do a design on each stick, and each stick has a specific amount of points, and the blank side is worth 0 points. And then they toss the sticks up, and when they land, they add up their points, and you can go to 20 points, you can do a certain amount of turns, and then we challenge the kids to add their own rules after they've kind of played it for a few times to work on their math skills and adapt to whatever grade level they're at. So just today, some kids they changed the point values, so they had negative points, which was really cool, so they were going to the negatives and the positives. Some kids used multiplication instead of addition. Other kids kind of changed the way they threw the sticks, and so it's really good to see them be creative and kind of take charge of their learning and adapt it to what they've been doing in class.
So I'm Emily Croy, and I teach grade 8 homeroom, French immersion here, so I teach math as well. So for the grade 7 and 8s, for Pi Day, we did a scavenger hunt across the whole school with different classes participating at the same time, just to get some of that inter-class mingling, kids out and about, talking to new kids they don't normally talk to. And the reason we did it in this format was that so many kids have low self-esteem when it comes to math. And this way they can see that like math is fun and math is all over, and questions that you see every day you can solve with math things we learn in class. So this gives them a chance to just have a good time and do some math together.